Hi guys, it's Amy with A to Z Stamping, and today I wanted to show you this really quick but sweet card using the Bokeh Dots stamp set. I'm going to be using this one right here, and I'm using the Path of Petals stamp set just for the sentiment. I wanted to use this sentiment right here, hoping you can find strength for today and peace in tomorrow. This is a really simple card, but I think the concept could work for a lot of different ideas for you. You could do different sentiments, different backgrounds, things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, in order to use the Bokeh Dots, I need my Stamparatus. So here I've got that right here. And so the Stamparatus comes like this. I like to always use the foam mat. That's just a personal preference. Supposedly you only need to use it with the photopolymer, but I like to use it all the time. This is just a piece of scrap paper I cut out. And I've already set the Bokeh Dots on here. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this on. Actually, I took it off, so I'm going to peel it off and show you my whole process. So I want to stamp onto this piece of Whisper White cardstock. And this piece right here, let me give you the measurements. This measures 4 by 3. It's a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm actually, let's see. I'm going to line it up because I have a mark. I don't know if you can see that, but I had already marked my grid paper. So I'm just going to line this up nice and straight because I do want it very straight. So I'm going to want my Bokeh Dots right in the center. So then I can just press it down, and there. See, now it's exactly where I need it to be. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down so you can see. So I'm going to be stamping in Pear Pizzazz ink, and I just want to ink this up. So this Bokeh Dots, it's a little bit, I don't know, some people can get a clearer wash. I think it depends on your stamp. There's some things you could do to texturize your stamp, but I like the way it looks. Mine kind of does like a watercolor wash, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind it. So I just ink that up. I'm actually going to close my Pear Pizzazz. Then I just tip it over and press. I want to make sure I press all of it. All right, and lift it up. And that looks good to me, so I'm going to leave it. Now, if I wasn't happy with that, or if I missed a spot, I could just press it back down. I could re-ink it. That's the nice thing about the Stamparatus, is you're going to get the same spot every time. I'm actually going to clean this off while I have it here. Just got to wipe it with my chamois, and this is clean and ready to be put away. I'll grab this out. Now, when you store your Stamparatus, you always want to pull your things out and lay them flat. All right. So now we're almost ready to put our card together. So now I want to stamp my sentiment. So I already put that on here, hoping you can find strength for today and peace in tomorrow. And I'm just going to grab my Memento Ink. And since this is a photopolymer stamp, I want to stamp onto a pad. It will just stamp better, especially being as big as it is. Line this up. And I'm going to stamp right in this. There, perfect. Clean that off. All right, and that stamp is clean and ready to be put away, and I can put the lid on this. Now, you guys, seriously, I wasn't kidding when I said this is a really simple card. All right, so my card base is going to be a piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. Fold it in half to make our standard A2 card. Okay, and our card's going to open this way. All right, then I took a piece of Crumb cake cardstock, and this should be cut, let's see, let me make sure I'm right. I'm still getting back into the swing of videos and knowing my dimensions. This is, yep, 5.25 by 4 should be, yep. And I ran this through the Big Shot with this embossing folder here, and I can't remember what it's called now. I think something lace, I don't remember. It's one of the new embossing folders, and our embossing folders, the new ones are great because they will work with whatever machine you have to do embossing. I have a Big Shot, so with our new folders, it is best if there's an embossing plate you can get to help. Otherwise, you just need to build some shims, which is fine too. When I ran this through my Big Shot, I used the standard plate. Then you put this in and you have one top plate, and then I needed about 4 pieces of cardstock underneath it to get it to work. But you just need to play around with it until it works in your machine. All right, so that's this. the embossing. So let me go ahead and put adhesive on there. Stampin' Up! Is supposedly going to be coming out with its own machine one of these days. I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm excited. But the Big Shot works great, or whatever you have works great in the meantime. All right, next we'll go ahead and grab this that we stamped. But see, it looks like it's mounted onto cardstock since stamps like that. I think that looks really cool. Since we're going on to something that's embossed, I like to do all 4 sides. Just like you notice, I put adhesive on all 4 sides. All right, put this down. All right, and then just to finish it off, because I always like to do some sort of embellishment, I have the epoxy droplets. Is that what they're called? Frosted and clear epoxy droplets. So these are the frosted ones. And I'm just going to stick a couple just right on here. All right, and that's my card. See how fast and simple that was? And it's so sweet, right? And for, I think, the sentiment, who you'd be giving this to, you kind of want something simple like this anyway, not too bright and carried away. And here's one I did earlier. Let me go ahead and grab that. It's exactly the same. I think they turned out really pretty. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.